Hi, I'm Scott Orr, and I'm the host of the podcast, Other Record Labels, and I want to talk today about workback schedules. On our podcast, we did a huge episode about workback schedules, and it's something that's really important, and I'm hoping, I got to get a workback schedule sample for people, and you can Google it. There was a critical path is another term in the business world for it, but a workback schedule is basically you pick a release date, and we talked about that in the previous episode. So let's say you picked a release date of September 30th. Now you need to work back from there to find out all along where you need to have certain things done. So let's say that your digital distributor says that we need to have the album at least 4 weeks before your release date to ensure that it's sent to Spotify and Tidal and Amazon and Apple Music. So now you know that at the very least I have to have the masters ready. So like I said, 4 weeks back from September 30th, let's say, would be August 30th. And so now we say, okay, now we at the very least have to have everything done for August. So there's so many times where you pick a release date and then like a week before the release, like you're scrambling to get everything together and then you don't have the vinyl ready or you don't have the release show booked for the release date and it's just a mess at the end. And so we actually talked to a huge label who said that the lead time that they give from when they get the masters to when they pick the release date is 22 weeks. That's like half a year, just less than half a year. And so it doesn't have to be that long for smaller independent labels, but the more time, the better. The more time to get everything, to get the artwork done, for the artist to go back and forth and to him and ha about the mixes and about the masters and to choose artwork and to do a photo shoot, to make a music video, to make 2 music videos, to book a tour. You really want to allow a long lead time from the release date and backwards to be able to get everything done. A workback schedule allows you to identify these mile markers that need to be reached for certain dates in order to meet your release date. How long do you need from when you receive the masters to when the record is released? And that all depends on the press that you're submitting to. Man, there is like a Bandcamp editorial email that you can send your releases to. And it says on their website, I think it's like anywhere between 4 weeks to 8 weeks. I can't remember now, sorry. But it just goes to show you when you're submitting your album to be considered by press, think if you're submitting it to a magazine, like those guys go to press like a month or 2 before the magazine comes out. And so they're writing like 3 or 4 months before the issue is due. So if you have something coming out in September and a magazine comes out in September, you need to talk to them in the spring at the very latest to make sure that they get a copy of your record. And so these are all things that need to happen. And once you've created this beautiful workback schedule that kind of starts at the top with the release date and works down or the inverse, share it with the artists and the band's manager if they have one, and print off a copy for yourself so that you can always be looking and saying, do we have the masters done yet? No, but that's okay because they don't need to be done for a week now. A workback schedule has been the number one thing that has helped me stay on track. And when you're working with artists, that's something that's really important. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions about workback schedules, I'm trying to get a sample available, but you can email me at podcast@otherrecordlabels.com and you can get this tip and all of the tips that we're putting together for how to start a record label in a checklist called How to Start a Record Label Checklist at otherrecordlabels.com/checklist. Thanks for watching.